Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 156. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan, and I love to crochet and I love to knit. And you can find all of that yarny goodness on my social media, which is linked down below. Instagram, Ravelry, my email is down there as well. All the patterns that I'm going to talk about, all the fancy yarns that I'm going to talk about will be linked down there as well in the show notes. So, Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, 2026 has started. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. So, today that I'm recording, it is Tuesday. That is how out of touch I am right now. It is Friday, January 2nd, too. That's where I got the 2. Anyway, it is not quite 11:30 in the morning yet. But anyway, Ryan is at work. I took the day off. I'm very happy about this. So I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year's. I hope everything is going swimmingly so far in these few days of 2026. I had a wonderful Christmas with my parents, and then we came home Saturday after Christmas because Ryan had to work on Sunday. As a pastor, you have to be back. Anyway, but we had a wonderful time with our church family. And then New Year's Eve, we pretty much chilled here at home all day. And then for the evening, we were in our pajamas and we watched the Taylor Swift Vancouver concert, which is the last show of her Eras tour. We watched until midnight and then we paused to say Happy New Year, and then we finished that era and then we went to bed. So yesterday, January 1st, we just kind of chilled. I was in my pajamas pretty much the entire day and I loved it, and I knitted and I did some crochet too while we finished the Eras concert. So for this episode, I just kind of want to tell you what I'm going to be doing for 2026, what I'm going to concentrate on for this year. I've decided that 2026 is going to be the year of the sweater. I have several sweaters planned out. I may add more as the year goes on. We'll see. I have ideas, but nothing permanent yet. But yes, I wanted to start off with a sweater that I made myself. This is the Cosmic Dust cardigan by Crafty Med. I believe that's who it is. If it's not, I'll correct it on the screen. Love this sweater, love this cardigan. It is gorgeous, but I'm in the middle of a hot flash right now, so this has got to go. I can't take it. I am sweating so bad. But yes, so now I can show you the beauty that is the little texture that we have on the hem and on each cuff. It's a gorgeous sweater. And I still need to add pockets to it, but eventually, the year of the sweater, I will make sure that happens. Okay. So, but before I get into my sweater ideas, for Christmas, my mom and I went to the yarn shop. It's actually a new to me yarn shop. The one that I always went to at her house when I visited her, they closed. So sad. But the ladies that my mom knows in her little retirement community, They mentioned this yarn shop. It's called Country Needlework. Am I getting it? Sorry guys, I feel so unprepared right now. Yes, Country Needleworks in Jenison, Michigan. Lovely store. They don't just sell yarn, they sell other crafty things. Like I saw a lot of card making stuff, so Stampin' Up! If you're into that, they had that. They also had a bunch of like home goods stuff, like coffee or mugs or tea towels, or the things that you would find in like a little home goods store, like in a tourist town, like Shipshawana or something like that. If you live in the Midwest, you know. Anyway, so I bought enough yarn to make a sweater, which I will show you. But I figured while I was there, I saw this yarn. This is from a dyer that I usually see at YarnCon. I've never seen her yarn in a shop. I picked up a skein of Emma's yarn, but it's like I can buy Emma's yarn just about at any shop anymore, kind of like Madeline Tosh, Malabrigo, all of those. So like I don't really see this in a shop, so I was like, I'll go ahead and grab this. Also, I found this glasses case there. I'll need my glasses for now. So yes, that was part of my post-Christmas purchase. But the yarn I got is Up North Yarns. Oh my gosh, look at this color. So this is obviously a Christmas colorway, so I won't be using this for a while. I like to do Christmas socks in July. So I'm gonna make some socks out of this. This is Christmas Cookie Sprinkles. It's on her fingering base. Does she have a name for the base? No. So it is a 75 merino, 20% nylon, 5% Lurex blend. And you can see those sparkles in there and those fun speckles, sprinkles. So yeah, I'm very excited about this yarn becoming a pair of socks. So with that, I want to talk about the sweater. I have been obsessing about this for a week. Pretty much a week. Because yeah, it was last Friday I went up and got the yarn. Anyway, so let's backtrack. Let's start the story over. Where it begins. So a couple of years ago, when I went to YarnCon, I saw this lady wearing this sweater that she had made. I'll put a picture here. Right? Like, it is gorgeous. Honestly, I think it was the neon colors that attracted me to it. Because I love a neon, and I love that pink. Like, it was gorgeous. And so I'm like, what's the name of this sweater? And so it is called the Rainbow. See, that's how it's spelled. Rainbow. And that's the sweater. Oh. This is by Yelly Knits. Love the sweater so much. And so it's kind of been in the back of my mind for the last few years. Just, oh yeah, I really like that sweater. I really want to make that sweater at some point. So yeah. So then I was thinking, okay, if I go up to this yarn shop, I like to buy sweaters quantity like while I'm there. Like I want to hold it. I want to make sure that the colors go right. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look, see what I can find. It is a DK weight sweater. So you need DK weight yarn. And you need DK minis for this part and then this part here. So it's like, that's kind of hard to find. Fingering weight minis you can find all over the place. So I was just like, do I want, I want to make it right. So I was looking online, see what I could find. I ended up on an indie yarn dyer. I don't remember who it was. It was about 2 weeks ago. And I was looking through her mini sets. So it was like a whole bunch that went together. And I was like, but they were fingering weight. So I was like, I can't use those because that's way thinner than what is called for. And I was just, I don't know. But I found this mini skein set. It was 2 shades of pink, 2 shades of green, and a red. And it was called Strawberry Fields. And I was like, this is gorgeous. Strawberry Fields is one of my favorite Beatles songs, so I was like, that would work. There was a speckled skein that you could put with it. That was Strawberry Fields. So it would fit the theme of this whole rainbow sweater. And so I was like, okay. And I remember as we're driving up to Michigan to see my parents, Christmas Day, we're driving up. Obviously, we didn't have snow. We have snow now. We got snow for New Year's, but not for Christmas. So I wasn't worried because like 5 years ago, we had an accident in the snow on our way up Christmas Day. So anyway, I remember driving up and I was like, oh yeah, I could do like strawberry shortcake theme sweater. And then I was like, well, strawberry shortcake was fine, but Rainbow Bright was my jam. Like, she was my girl. That's who I loved more. And then I'm like, Light Bulb City. I mean, this is why my logo is a light bulb with a skein of yarn and crochet hooks as the filament. Courtesy of my brother. It was like, light bulb, rainbow sweater, Rainbow Bright. Why hasn't this been done before? So I'm like, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do this. So I'm immediately planning in my head, okay, what color do I want for the body? What colors do I need for her rainbow? So I pulled up a picture of her, and like on her sleeves, you can tell it's not in rainbow order. She is missing orange, so it's not like a true rainbow. So with all that in mind, I was like, this is where I'm going for, that's what I'm going to look for when I go to this yarn shop. And so I get there, go to their DK section. They had a lot, not saying that, but nothing was striking a chord with me. And so I was like, well, I can go to Sport Weight and be a lighter sweater for me, which obviously I'm needing right now. Don't need heavy stuff. Although when the cold flashes hit, that's when I heard. So anyway, so I found some Sport Weight yarn. In this pattern, she has, I mean, this pattern cost a lot for a sweater pattern. It was $12. But even for a sweater pattern, that's still pretty good. But she has so many calculations in here. Like, you plug in your numbers and it'll calculate it for you, kind of thing. Well, kind of. So you can make sure that this is going to fit you just right. Also, I don't know if you can tell, this is a V-neck. She does have the pattern for a crew neck, which is my jam. I don't like V-necks very much. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I think I can make this work with Sport Weight yarn. This will be good. So let me show you the yarn that I've got. I put it in my stitch bag. Beach life, good life. And here, let's see, can I show it to you all? Can you see that? So even though she doesn't have orange, I did pick up an orange, but it doesn't quite go. It's not the highlighter color like all the others are. So I'm just like, nope, we're not gonna worry about that. I'm going to see if I can take that back sometime soon. So the main color of the sweater, so the main part of the body, it's gonna be this gorgeous blue. So this is Cascade Heritage 6. Oh, again, Cascade Heritage is a great bang for your buck kind of yarn. It is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, sport weight yarn. So I get 492 yards out of this. This is color 5800. That's one thing I don't like about Cascade is they don't put the colorway names. They just put a number. But this is highlighter blue. So I have 3 skeins of it to make the main portion of my sweater. I then got this for the sleeves. Again, Cascade Heritage 6. This is 5682 white. And then for the rainbow, we'll start with the red. Highlighter red. And then we have highlighter yellow. And then we have highlighter green. And then we have highlighter grape. And I'm just so excited about this sweater. So here are the colors. Ta-da! And like I said, I have that orange, but it just doesn't fit. It doesn't go right. There is a highlighter orange in this series, but again, she doesn't have orange in her thing, so I'm going to keep it true to her. To Rainbow Bright. My jam. My girl. But also, just real quick, one last thing about this pattern. In it, she includes a coloring sheet, so you can plan out your sweater. So, I colored it in the other day. Sorry for the glare. Yeah. This is the general direction that I'm going to go with this sweater, and I am so excited. So, let's get all this back in here. I need to reread everything, make sure I have the correct needles, because I believe the correct needles that I need are currently on my Sophie scarf. So this was my Christmas Eve cast on. So yeah, Sophie scarf by Petite Knit. The yarn that I'm using is this gorgeous colorway. It's supposed to have speckles in it. I think they got burned away by the dyeing process. Where is my yarn band? Oh, here it is. This is Ridiculous Yarns. It is her Sparkle DK, although there's no sparkle in it left. Oh, it's a Hannah Sparkle DK. It is 75, 25, 20, and 5. The colorway is Butterfly Effect. And this is how my Sophie scarf is looking so far. I have finished, I did the longer version, and I have finished the increases. I still have more than half. I mean, I probably used a quarter of the yarn. Like, I still have a lot of yarn left. So I'm just going to do straight knitting across. I want to use up as much of this as I can to make it nice and long. But I did drop a stitch down here. I don't know if you can see that little loop there. I dropped a stitch in the I-cord. And of course, trying to figure out how to pick up I-cord stitches. Don't know. So I just kind of did my best. And so I have this weird loop now. And then a little bit later, on the other side, dropped another stitch in the I-cord. So, yeah. But I honestly don't care enough to go back and fix it. Because honestly, I am a perfectionist, but not that much. So I wanted to show you because I have this cute little progress keeper. It's a Christmas wreath with a little blue stone on it. This is really the only making progress that I wanted to show you right now because I need these needles and hopefully I can get this done rather quickly so I can get started on my rainbow. Oh, let's grab. Okay, so that is my rainbow sweater. I'm obsessed with this. I can't wait to get started. I'm a little nervous because this is going to require techniques that I have yet to even try. So we'll see how this goes. And with that, the next sweater that I want to make. Obviously, I should probably try to do this one first because it's thicker and it'd be nice to have in the middle of winter. But my brain won't handle that right now. So the next sweater that I want to do is the flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. I'll just put a picture up so you can see. The flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. It is all over Ravelry. I don't know how many thousands of projects this has been done. She makes it so you can do kid sizes all the way up to however big. I don't know. I didn't even look. So a few months ago, I saw this sweater. I think it was a We Are Knitters pattern and yarn. Basically, it started off as a white sweater, and then as it got down, they used this white speckled yarn because I love speckles. And it just the way it faded and just the way it looked was so cute. And I was like, I have this yarn that my cousin sent me. Sorry, let me grab a drink of water. So I have this yarn that my cousin sent me, and I've been wanting to think of something fun to do with it. Make a sweater, and I could do like a white yarn and like fade into it. But the more I think about it, the more I think about like how much food I drop on my shelf. So do I really want this to be white up here, or do I want it to have the color that will kind of hide all those stains? But I have time to think about it. So for the yarn that I'm going to use, so the star of this show is this. I have 2 skeins of this gorgeous yarn. This is Retold Yarns. It is hand-dyed in Lakewood, Colorado. This is her the back of her yarn. Her tag says Megan Brown, Yarn Enabler. Obviously. Her yarn, like I've looked on her website, her yarn is all movie themed. So this is on her Matinee Worsted. It is 100% superwash merino. And the colorway of this is the whole reason my cousin bought this yarn for me. Like, look at this gorgeous yarn. It is called Though We Adore Men Individually, We Agree That As a Group, They're Rather Stupid. And if you know me, you know why this hits. 1, because Mary Poppins is my favorite movie. 2, because I am a suffragette at heart. Actually, I shouldn't say suffragette. Those are the violent ones. I'm a suffragist at heart. Yeah, so Mrs. Bank, sister suffragette, just love it, love it, love it. So I'm excited to have this worked up in a sweater. The yarn that I bought to go with it, just a plain bare yarn. This is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. Worsted weight. This is, whoa, my washer is going crazy. This is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. And again, I think putting this up here and this down here would be better because Peruvian Highland wool is very itchy for me. Yeah, so this is gonna have to be yeah, this is gonna have to be up here because this is merino, so that'll work. So I have 2 skeins of this. I have 6 skeins of this. Like, this is full of this yarn. Oh, let's put this back in here. This bag is a sample that we got at work, and they're like, does anybody want this? I'm like, this will be a great sweater project bag. So it's like the bag that I got from church for Mother's Day, except it's bigger, so it's nice. This was a sample that they had given us. So because of you, things get done. Because of you, things happen on time. Because of you, everything is better. Honestly, I think that's a great thing to think about while you're knitting. So, flax worsted is going to happen this year. I'm very excited about that. The other sweater that I want to do is a crocheted sweater. Now, I am not worried about this one at all. I feel like I can handle crochet sweaters. Knitting sweaters is where I'm like, woo. Especially doing the flax, where I'm going to have to do sleeves. I think with the rainbow, everything is done in panels and then you seam it all together. So that shouldn't be too bad. But the crocheted sweater that I want to do is called The Sweet Pea by Rachel Meisner. The Sweet Pea top. Yes. So if you know me at all, yes, my nickname growing up has been Lori Lulu, hence the name of my channel. But also, I was called Sweet Pea quite a bit, mostly by my mother, but by other people as well. I think my granny too. So, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I have to find yarn for this, because it is a nice sweater, or a nice summer sweater that I could wear. I wanted to find something that had some cotton in it, so it would be breathable and nice for the summer. And so when I was on the yarn crawl this last summer, I was at Wool & Co. up in Elgin, and I found this one, Cascade Yarns. It's their Sarasota is the name, is the type of yarn. It is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. And of course, they do not have their colorway name, or the colorway on this is 255, which is pale lilac. And I love that color. I think that's a gorgeous color. So I put it in my yarn crawl bag because I got it on the yarn crawl. This was from 2021, so this is like right after the pandemic. When I still had yarns to die for, and I still had Llama Llama Ding Dong. I think the others, Yarnify, Idea Studio, Die Hard Yarns, I think they're all still open. I wanted to say alive, but that's that's not right. So anyway, so those are the new sweater patterns that I'm going to try. I do have some in mind, but I don't have the yarns for them yet. So obviously I don't want to do those yet. But there is a sweater that I need to fix. So last 2 years actually, I've made a knit sweater. It's the same sweater but different yarns. It is the Olori sweater. The Olori sweater tee by Lanare Ajukudu. Sorry, I will put this on the screen. I'm totally butchering it. But last year I made one in this gorgeous yarn. I still have one skein of it left. This is Big Twist. R.I.P. Joanne. This is Big Twist Fleck. It is 85% acrylic. I can't even read it because the sticker is over everything. Anyway, this is the colorway. Where is it? Ice cream cake. So it's this beautiful white with speckles. It's actually more of a tweed. So it has little nibs of color in here. You can really see it right there on that one. What is that noise? I don't know. Anyway, so here is the sweater that I made. It is way too big for me, so I need to redo this one. But I do love it. So yeah, so here it is. I will redo this. I'll probably just start with this and then yeah, just start pulling it off of the sweater and reknitting it. Yeah, with acrylic I just don't know how to shrink it without melting it, you know? So so those are my sweaters that I'm gonna work on this year. Obviously the rainbow is going first. I want that one done. And then we'll see what happens. I think I might do the Olori after that, just so I can. I want that. I love wearing the sweater. It's just it's too big, and I feel very uncomfortable in it. So yeah, I'm gonna go down a size. Maybe even another size. We'll see. So those are kind of like my goals for this year. So yeah, probably for the rest of the day, I will be winding up the yarn, getting that ready to go. Because I just, oh, I can't wait. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you have a great 2026. I know for some people 2025 was pretty hard, but it's over now. We've got a brand new year, and we've got brand new goals, brand new things that we want to try in 2026. And so I hope that you get to try what you want to try. And now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna go. I will talk to you all later. God bless. Bye.